fxntradinggroup, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a video. And let's talk some crypto, guys. Lots to talk. You can see it is a murdered day today. And so was yesterday. Yesterday was bigger than this. But let's talk about what's going on with crypto, the state of it, and what could we possibly expect from crypto if we just take a look at the charts, right? We just look at price action and take a look at them. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. Let's go ahead and get this video started, and let's talk some crypto. All right, guys. So welcome back. Let's go ahead and dive into talking about crypto. Now, a couple things that I've noticed so far is, obviously we were going to have a pullback. If we just look at Bitcoin in general, right, and we clear everything out, let's just look at pure price action, and let's go up to the daily, right? When you have a parabolic move, you're going to have a retracement. It's just something that's going to happen eventually. You don't know when it's going to happen, right? But you do know that it is going to happen. It's just normal, right? It's part of what happens. So we had the last move that we had on Bitcoin was going from 30 and went all the way up to damn near 60. Okay, so double in price. The last big move we had was from that 20 to 40. Again, double, right? Double the move, had a retracement. Double the move, have a retracement. Did you get the point? So where is this move going to go? How far is that retracement going to happen, right? And this is just solely off of price action, the chart, not taking into effect, some freaking bankers or whatever that want to dump price, or, more companies that jump into buying Bitcoin. This is, besides that, this is solely purely off of the charts themselves, right? So the retracement itself, you can see that I think the biggest part of the retracement is going to be around this particular mark here, this area here, or this area here where I have it marked off. And that's basically 41 or 44, which is basically where it went to today, 44. It dipped down to 44. Okay, so if it breaks below this 44 area, you're going to be looking for it to go to 41 easy. Now, if it does go to 41, the important part is what happens after that, right? Is it going to find the support here from here and here? And is it going to basically bounce back up? Or is it going to keep dropping? And if it does keep dropping, well, what's the next stop, right? Well, the next stop for me would be around 30, right here. It'd be around 30. So the first one is going to be here at 44, where it's pinned to already. The second one would be 41, and ultimately 30 would be the last one. I would not see it going past 30. Those would be my places where I'm looking for price to go to and see what kind of reaction. And the reaction that I'm talking about is going to be more on the higher time frame, not the small time frame, right? Because if you look on the 1 hour time frame, you'd be like, oh my god, it's reversing already, and that's what it looks like on the 1 hour time frame. But if you look at the 12-hour time frame or the daily, you could see we're still looking for balance. We're still looking literally for support. And so it's found some support here at 44, 45. Question is that enough? Is this pullback enough to now go higher? Because this is eventually, long term, as a long term investment, guys, this is going to keep going up. right? We know that. The question is this pullback going to be enough to continue a higher move up? Because at some point later this year, there's going to be a bigger retracement. If you think that this retracement here is big, this is small. This is a small correction, a small retracement. There's going to be a much bigger one. And what I'm talking about is going to be like this. It's going to be one that's like this. That goes all the way up to 20 and then comes all the way back down to 5, right? That kind of retracement is what I'm talking about. So this retracement, I don't think is going to be that. There's going to be a bigger one that comes, okay? And if we just take, because this is still doing a parabolic move here, okay? This is still doing parabolic moves. So if we take this price action here and we start to do what we would normally do, right? Go up to, like, let's say a weekly chart. Look at this, move. This move is still going. So you can clearly see from the 4-hour chart what we're looking at so far. And if you want to draw more areas of support, resistance, of where price could go based on previous price action, then you're going to start to get into points of like 25, obviously 19 here. You're going to end up getting with a lot of different points. Those would be the major points there. So the question is, does 45 hold, or do we go down to 41 and so forth and so on? So if we can get a close, if we can get one of these higher time frames, like the 12-hour daily, to kind of close and start to go positive again, that's going to be your signal, right? The 1-hour time frame isn't going to be a good time frame if you're trading this to base off of, okay? You want to do it off the higher time frame. I'd say at least the 8, 12, or daily, okay? But obviously that if you look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, same thing, right? Look what happened on Ethereum. Ethereum spiked down all the way to 1353. I thought I would never see it below like 1500 again, but it spiked down below 1340. So you can see if this candle closes like this, right? If you look at the daily, and the daily candle closes like this, you can see that there is the 1500 is good area of support. I think the bigger question is how far down can this go? And I think on a big retracement is $1,000. It's completely possible. Do I think it's going to get there? I don't know, because I don't think this is not the bigger retracement that I'm looking for. The bigger retracement that I'm looking for probably won't happen until later this year. Typically, it's going to be about a year and a half after you get the bull run on Bitcoin. So if you look at the cycles, there are cycles that run on Bitcoin, that have been running on Bitcoin, right? It happens every time Bitcoin gets halved, right? So it happens every 4 years, right? So every 4 years you get a bull run, and then about a year and a half after that, you start to get decline, right? So the last major run was in 2020. This was in around July. This is where you see the start of the parabolic move. Before that, it was 4 years before that, in 2016. right? And that's where you see the bull run from, $200, $600 all the way up to about 20. And then look what happens. Drops for 4 years. Do you see that? And then the next drop, or the next, push comes, which is in 2020. But the thing that I want you guys to be aware of is, look what happened last time. So this one started, from, let's say, July, and it went up to December of 2017. It's about a year and a half. And then look what happened. Dropped all the way down to 3. Man, wouldn't you wish you can get in at 3 again? So what I'm saying is, in this run now that we're having, right? It started back in, May, June, July. So this run here basically should end somewhere around October-ish, when we have a big retracement like this. Okay? Now the question becomes, the biggest question I think it becomes, because back then, right, back in 2016, there was no big, companies going into this. There's no Tesla wasn't spending $1.5 billion on this, or buying Bitcoin essentially, right, like they are now. So the question that I'm kind of curious to see is, how does Bitcoin react to that? Do more major companies, let's say like companies like Apple, do they buy Bitcoin also? And so because of more bigger companies now getting into Bitcoin, does that kind of take away the cycle that we've seen happen over and over and over again since 2010, 12? Does that cycle basically go away? I think that's the biggest question that I have, because if it doesn't go away, this bull run is going to end somewhere, October, September, according to the last cycle that we had. I'm very curious to see how that behavior is going to dictate what happens to Bitcoin. So I think if you're in Bitcoin, you have to look at Bitcoin as a long-term investment. This is not, if you're trading Bitcoin's a whole different thing. But if you're looking at Bitcoin as, generational type of, difference that it can make in your life, then you're holding it for the long term, obviously. Only time will tell to see what's going to happen with this Bitcoin. And obviously, as Bitcoin follows, you can see the rest will follow with it, literally. The rest of the cryptos are going to follow with it. So if Bitcoin is up, Ethereum is going to be up, Litecoin is going to be up, Chainlink is going to be up, all the rest are going to follow. When Bitcoin has a bad day, everyone has a bad day. There's very small niche of coins that actually, have good days when Bitcoin has bad days. So the majority of the cryptocurrency market, you can literally see here, has a bad day. There's only a couple of ones that are actually moving in positive direction when Bitcoin has a bad day. So another thing that I want to talk to you guys about is the different exchanges. Okay, so there are a bunch of different exchanges that you can trade crypto on, right? If you're trading. So if you look up a crypto like Bitcoin, let's say, if you type in Bitcoin into TradingView or whatnots, you'll see, if this is if you're using TradingView, by the way. So if you'll see Bitcoin versus dollar on Bitstamp, Bitphoenix, Oanda, Binance is a big one. and then you'll see Gemini, Kraken. You'll see a bunch of exchanges, right? So I think one thing that I want to bring to everyone's attention is this. If you're trading on an exchange, you need to make sure that you're careful with the exchange that you choose to trade on. Okay, here's why I say that. If we look at Link, okay, and this is on the Kraken exchange, right? So this is Kraken. You can see up here, Kraken Link USD. So this is Chainlink, right? And I want you guys to pay attention to see what happened on Chainlink on this candle. This was yesterday. Okay, look what happened. Price spiked all the way down to $12.90, right? Now, if we look at a different exchange, this is Coinbase, you can see that that same move went nowhere near $12.90. It actually only went to $24.41. Today, it spiked down to $20. But there's it didn't come nowhere near this move. Do you see this? So my point about this is, if you're using an exchange that does this behavior, that spikes it down like this, you probably need to look at a different exchange. If you're trading, this is if you're trading, cryptocurrencies. If you're trading cryptocurrencies, you really need to pay attention to this, because this could be a difference between it taking you out on a trade or wiping out your account completely. So just look at the difference between them. 20 at the lowest point, which was today, by the way, not yesterday. And this is Kraken, went down to $12.90 yesterday. So some things to pay attention on. This is not the only one, by the way, either. If we look at Polkadot, look what happened on Polkadot again on Kraken, right? Went down to $12.46 or so. This is on Bitfinex exchange. It only went down to $26, and that was today. So $26 today. Yesterday, that only went down to $30 on Polkadot. So be careful with the exchanges that you use, especially if you're trading, because this right here can blow your account. All right. So if you want to see this type of content, the plan that I have for crypto is that I want to start a crypto channel by itself. That way we can dedicate, talking about crypto itself on a different channel, so it doesn't interfere with, trading, with the Forex trading stuff that we do here. And the goal is basically to have daily videos on the crypto channel, because obviously with the way things move on crypto side, things happen literally every single day. So we'll talk about news, we'll talk about all kinds of stuff. All right. So if you guys would be interested in seeing that and seeing more crypto news, tips, all that stuff, let me know in the comments and like this video, guys, so I know that you guys would like to see that. We're going to make more videos on wallets. I'm testing out a whole bunch of different wallets, crypto wallets right now, to give you a good idea as to what wallets are the best versus what wallets really suck. So I'm working on that video right now as we speak, and I'm literally testing out over 20 wallets. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think. All right, till next time, guys, have a good one.